Hey everyone, my name is Jazz, and for today's video I was actually going to talk about how to warm up effectively, but then I noticed Jarian literally made a video like that last week, so instead I'm going to be talking about something else. How to boost the performance of your brain. If you guys still want me to make a video on my perspective of warming up, let me know in the comments below, but for now, let's get into today's video. I've split this topic into two parts: foods and activities. Let's start off with the foods. The main reason these foods will boost the performance of your brain is by improving blood circulation. When you play, you're using your brain and your hands, so to make these work as fast and efficient as possible, they're going to need as much oxygen-filled blood as possible. So the foods you should try to eat on a regular basis are fatty fish, nuts, garlic, fruit high in vitamin C, and dark chocolate, not milk chocolate by the way. Finally, you should also drink lots of water because this will actually up the volume of blood in your body, which obviously is also really good for blood circulation. Sadly, there are also some foods you should avoid, and those include something like added sugars, which can be found in basically everything, but just try to limit the intake of it, trans fats, and too much salt. Salt is actually pretty important for your heart, but if you have too much of it, it will decrease the amount of blood you have, which isn't good for optimal performance. And now for the second part of the video. Activities you should start doing to boost your brain's performance. As I said earlier, good blood circulation is key to making your brain and hands work at the highest level possible. One big problem with gaming is that you're sitting down, like a lot. When you sit down for about 30 minutes straight, the majority of your blood kind of stays in your legs and feet. So to make sure this goes back up to your hands and brain, you should stand up between games, and maybe even do some stretches, just to get the blood flowing again. In general, stretching and exercising at least twice a week will boost your blood flow tremendously, and this is actually the only scientific way to boost your IQ. Who would have thought? The second thing you can do is to make sure you get a good night's sleep. I mean, it's so obvious, and yet almost nobody, me included, does this properly. A good night's sleep will make you think, play, and learn a lot faster. So instead of playing those extra 2 hours until deep into the night practicing, you should probably get some rest to make sure you're actually able to develop and hold on to the muscle memory you've been working on by sleeping. The final thing I want to talk about today is a topic you probably don't hear a lot of: meditation. So, my interest in meditation for pro gamers started when I heard that a lot of top performing athletes use meditation on a regular basis. Some famous examples include LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and the entire Seattle Seahawks team when they won the Super Bowl in 2014. The benefits they experience are an increase in focus and concentration, a decrease in anxiety and panic in high-stress situations, and finally, they have a higher likelihood of getting into what athletes call the zone. Now, I think most of you have been in the zone before. It feels like your body does everything for you. Your decision-making is on point, your mechanics are smooth, and you feel like you're not even thinking about what you're doing. It's just kind of happening. The most interesting thing I found about athletes using meditation was that people always look at athletes doing incredible things with their bodies. And yet, these athletes swear that meditation is key to their success, showing not only how important their mental game is, but also how powerful meditation can be to improve your mental game. Competitive gaming is almost all mental, so it seems pretty clear to me that meditation is one of the best things you can do to play at your highest level. And I mean, the majority of you guys are not pro gamers or pro athletes, and I doubt many of you are going to start meditating on a daily basis just because of this video. But try doing it just once before getting on, even if it's just for 3 minutes. I'll post a link in the description below to an article that explains how to do it. Let me know how it feels or if it helped you play better. Finally, to summarize, you should eat foods that improve your blood flow and avoid eating too much of food that will reduce the amount of blood flow. You should get up out of your chair in between games, sleep enough, and try meditation to see if it works for you. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone that uses my code in the item shop, Coach Jazz, and see you next week.